everyone, welcome back to Imarticus Learning, the channel where we break down complex financial topics into bite-sized, easy-to-digest pieces. If you are a business owner, student, or just someone scratching their head over the different types of GST, you have come to the right place. Ever wondered why buying something in another state involves different tax rules? Or why the government has different types of GST? Today, we are diving into the 4 types of GST that make India's tax system tick. Stick with us because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how these taxes apply to you and your transactions. Before we dive in, let's quickly touch on what GST is. It stands for Goods and Services Tax and is a tax applied to almost everything we buy, from clothes to coffee to cars. Introduced to simplify things, GST replaced several indirect taxes like VAT and service tax with one straightforward tax system. Imagine going from carrying multiple shopping bags to just one organized, sturdy one. That's GST for you. It's comprehensive, destination-based, and it unites the whole country under a single tax umbrella. First up, we have CGST or Central GST. Think of it as the central government's share in every transaction within a state. So, if you are buying a computer in Mumbai from a local store, you are paying a bit of tax that goes straight to the central government. This helps fund national programs, infrastructure, and other federal services. Example, imagine you buy a laptop in Delhi, you'll pay CGST on that laptop, which means part of your money goes to the central projects, maybe funding an express highway or a national scheme. Next, we have got SGST or State GST. This is the state's government's slice of the pie. So, that same laptop you bought in Delhi, part of your tax is going to the Delhi state government, helping fund local projects like schools, roads, and hospitals. Example, let's say you are a tea lover and buy tea in Assam. Part of the tax from that sale, SGST, supports Assam's local economy, maybe fixing that bumpy road to the tea gardens. Now, let's move to IGST or Integrated GST. Here's where things get interesting. IGST is applied to the goods or services traded between states. So, let's say a fabric business in Gujarat sells saris to a retailer in Maharashtra. That transaction is an interstate one, or IGST comes into play. The central government collects this tax and shares a portion with the respective states. Example, imagine buying handicrafts from Rajasthan but you are based in West Bengal. IGST applies here since it's a cross-state sale. One central collection, then shared with both states. Cool, right? Finally, there's UTGST or Union Territory GST. This is like SGST, but it's specifically for India's union territories such as Delhi, Chandigarh, and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. This tax is applied within union territories to support their local administration. Example, say you're enjoying a meal at a seaside cafe in Andaman. The tax you pay there, that's UTGST, helping support local facilities and infrastructure in the islands. Alright, let's bring this home with some real life scenarios. Suppose a business based in Maharashtra sells gadgets to a consumer in Delhi. Since it's an interstate sale, IGST is charged, which is collected by the central government. This money then gets divided between Maharashtra and Delhi. But if that same business sells gadget within Maharashtra, say from Pune to Mumbai, CGST and SGST come into play. Half of the tax goes to the central government and the other half goes to the Maharashtra's revenue. So, let's recap. Here's a quick summary of the 4 types of GST in India. CGST, central government's share for intra-state transactions. SGST, state government's share for intra-state transactions. IGST, applied on interstate transactions collected centrally and shared. UTGST, tax for union territories supporting their administration. Together, these four GST types create a streamlined tax system that makes sure both central and state governments receive their fair share to fund public services. Thanks for joining us today on Imarticus Learning. Hopefully, GST is a lot clearer now and you are ready to tackle those taxes with confidence. If you enjoyed this breakdown or learned something new, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to share it with friends who might still be confused about GST. See you in the next video. Stay curious and keep learning.